So we're going to add a jaw control to our creature. So we're going to start out with head control and give it some attributes. Modify, add attribute, and in camelback notation, jaw open, oops, jaw not jow, add, and jaw side, add. Okay. And now I'm ready to make the jaw. So I'm going to go to my side view, skeleton tool. Now in this view, the joints will automatically be right on the YZ axis, so right in the middle of the pig, so that's great. So the rotate pivot point for the jaw is going to be right around here, and you can tell in the sculpt it's kind of this muscle bulgy area. It's in there. So side view, that's going to be my rotate, and then all animals have an L-shaped jaw, or all the mammals I can think of right now. Humans, donkeys, and anthropomorphized warthogs have a jawbone shaped something like that. And that first one I'm going to name jaw rotate joint, and that's just a helper joint, so it's not in the bind. And this next one is going to be the bind joint, so jaw bind joint, and that's the nearest distance to the jaw, which a lot of it's what's going to be moving. And this one is jaw nub underscore joint. So of those three joints, only the jaw bind joint is going to be in the bind. So I'll take the jaw rotate, make it a child of the head, and I'm going to select that, and I'm going to make my life easy. Skeleton orient joint, and it's just going to be prettier if I give orient joint to the world, attributes to that joint. Okay, so now it opens on X, and its side to side is Y, world rotations. And I'll bring that into the node editor. And let's see, I want jaw open. Let's open up the rotation. Jaw open, I said rotate, got to open up the rotation, jaw open to rotate X, and jaw side to rotate Y. So there's the jaw action. Open and side to side. And I don't connect anything to the third rotation axis because your jaw can't move that way without going to the hospital. Rotation this way means a dislocated jaw. That's the jaw. Then I'm going to add eye controls. So again, I select the head control, modify, add attribute, and L, and hit OK. And now I've got the controls for the eyes. So to add joints to the eyes, I'm going to select the eye, and I'm going to make a cluster. And what that does is create an object that I can snap to. Clusters were originally designed to control the movement of mesh, primarily at the vertex level. Original binds were called skin clusters. So right now I mainly use these just for creating a pivot point at the center of a sphere, or creating an object at the center of the sphere that I can snap a joint to. So I'll hide my eyes, and I'm going to make a joint, snap it to that, and I'm going to name it eye stalk, and I'm going to make that a child of the head nub, P to parent, and then I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to make another joint, snap it to the cluster, and while it's still selected and the tool's still going, I'm going to unhide the body, and I'm going to snap this joint, lower part of the eyelid, maybe right there. Where'd that snap to? Completely the wrong space. Let's try that again. Sometimes wireframe unshaded is nice because it can help me, there we go, find my target. I'll make that left upper eyelid. Then I'll hide that. Control H. Snap a joint. V to snap to the cluster. That didn't go well. Oh yes, it did, right there. And then this one's going to the lower eyelid, so snap it there and then parent it in. And I'll name this okay. So now I want, where's the eye stalk joint? Okay, here's my eye stalk joint, and I want, unhide that, I want both my upper lid eye joint and my lower eyelid joint to be children of that eye stalk. Oops, didn't mean to hide that. There we go. And I actually need one more eyelid joint, so let's do that quickly. Hide those out again. Joint tool, snap, turn the body back on, and there we are. And this is parent that in under the eye stalk. And this one has to move half as much as the other one. Otherwise, or the movement of closing the eye will pull the eyelid through the eye. We need this rotational movement to keep that from happening. Now there's a problem. These two have different rotations, and that's going to tear the eyelid right apart. So I'm going to grab these two and see what happens when I say orient joint, and rather than orient to the world, I'll have them rotate towards X. Secondary axis Y. Yep, they go together quite nicely. Okay, so I'll do the same with this one. There we go. Now the joints rotate in a way that makes sense for the eyes, so that's nice. Grab those three joints and head control and run to the node editor. Clear the mess, add the selected ones in, and here we go. Open them up, open them up. Left lower eyelid, open that up, was rotate Z. Oops, lower, lower, upper eyelid, upper, to rotate Z. And now I want this upper one to move half as much as the main one. Eyelid 2 has to have half of that. So I just add in a multiply divide node, tab, and search multiply divide. And I'm going to go left upper eyelid, input 1x, and I'm going to set input 2x to 0.5, and the output of that, output x, because 1x and 2x are what are being multiplied, that goes into the rotate Z. So now when I test left upper eyelid, there they go, one moving twice as far as the other. Left lower eyelid, there we go, working just the way I want it to. So that's how we do the eyes. And then that's jaw and eyes in this one video. You can mirror the eyes over to the other side. I would mirror the eye stalk, and then you'll have to reconnect the right side on your own using the same techniques. And then you're ready for the next video for adding lip and cheek controls. Have fun.